Hi everyone, I want to show you my little fabric mini journal that I've been playing in, and I'm going to do a flip through, but first of all I've got to finish it, and I've got one page to do, and I'm going to be doing little daisy flowers because I've had a couple of requests about how to do the stitch and I've learnt it so I can show you. I've stamped an image onto here and I've done some like French knots and some running stitches to make the frame, and I'm going to sew some little flowers. Now, like I said, not an expert, but I do enjoy it. So we're just going to have a little bit of a chill out time, because you know I am recording this, it is a Sunday afternoon. Been for my walk this morning. Snowbell's here sitting with me very calmly and quietly, and I'm just going to make a little, I don't know what flowers they are, they're just little flowers. So I'm coming up in the middle, and then back down almost in the same place, putting the needle through like this. This is all going to be covered at the back because this is going on this page, and making a loop, and you just need to put your needle through the loop and pull it not too tight, else you'll lose your flower shape. I've learned, I have practiced, and then make a little knot at the end. I'm going to keep doing it so you can keep following. I find it a lot easier to follow somebody's actual, you know, follow them as they are actually doing it, rather than like, right, you know, when you have it written down and you're trying to copy it. That doesn't work for me. I need to physically see somebody doing it, and I'm just going to do it, and if you can watch and follow along. So up, I've got all 6. I haven't made it thinner at all because I want quite chunky little flowers. And up, through the loop and down, and then you just make a little knot at the end to stop it from moving. So I just go straight down like that. Okay, I'm loving this slow stitching. I don't know what it is about the slow stitching that I'm just enjoying so much. I can't do a lot of journaling because by the time I get home from work it's quite dark and my lighting isn't very good, and I'd rather do a bit of sewing. So I've been doing this journal, this little journal, for weeks. Every evening I've been sat in front of the TV doing little pages. In fact, I've made loads. I've made loads of little clusters and snippet rolls and tags, and I will show you all probably in another video because you probably have seen enough by the time I've done this. And that is my little flower. It's not perfect, but do you know what? That's the beauty of this slow stitching thing. This is embroidery really, not slow stitching, but I'm still enjoying it. And I'm going to make another one here. I'm not worried about the back. I'm hoping I've got enough. I may not have enough, but we're going to give it a go. So if you want a bit of relaxation time, then this is definitely the video for you. Hey? What do you think, Snows? She's thinking. She's like, Mummy? Mummy? I know what she wants. She wants dreamies. I don't know what it is with cats and dreamies. That advert is so true. I think I'm going to run out of thread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it off. Just do a little knot at the back. It's not going anywhere. And thread again. As you can see, once you've got the stitch, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But it just doesn't bother me. It's not embroidery that has to be perfect. So I am more than happy to just sew. Let me just get that long bit out. It's very relaxing, guys. If you haven't tried it, I would encourage you to at least give it a go. I know, I didn't think I could do it either. I was like, I can't sew. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you can thread the needle and poke it through some fabric, you're sewing. And the beauty of slow stitching is that it doesn't matter if your stitches are wonky or they don't go the way you want, or you go in when you should have come out. It's not exacting, as you can see by my little journal. I've just had such fun making it. I really have. And hopefully it'll give you some inspiration. You go and make one. Basically, it's scraps. You know me, I'm always using up scraps. Right, let's do some stalks, maybe some leaves. And today, this morning, we went for a walk in the forest and I did some foraging because I do love, after a storm, it was either go to the beach and see what's washed up, or go to the forest and get like fir cones and things. Oops. I went a bit close then. And the forest one, so I've picked up only off the floor. I haven't picked anything. It's anything that was sort of on the floor that had been blown down in the wind. And we got some fir cones, got some greenery that was blown off, and I even found a tree. It was a big branch of one of the trees that have come off, and I'm going to use it as my Christmas tree. How's that for frugal? People laugh at me, I'm so frugal, but do you know what? Nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with being frugal. Now, I am going to come down from there. And I know I've got a big gap, a big thing at the end, at the back, but it doesn't bother me. What else did we get? Oh, twigs. I'm gonna make some rustic, what are they called? Some rustic Christmas ornaments for you. So that if you do go, oh, I've done it again, haven't I? I've gone too close. If you do go foraging, you know, after a storm, then see the sort of things that I picked up. I was going to do a video of us foraging, but it was far too cold to carry the camera. I was trying to pick up fir cones with furry gloves. It's not funny either. It was quite difficult. Right, now we're going to make a couple of leaves, and then that will be done. So I'm going to go all the way to the top, and then just just come out to the, oops, come out to the sides. This isn't how you do leaves properly, but I'm being very quick today. Now I've come up the same one, which is not good. But do you know what? We will fix it. We will just come up it again. Near it, not quite on it. I hope you can see. Yeah, it's been a lovely morning. It's been bright, cold, but very bright. The sun's been shining. Everybody was out, which is really cool. That doesn't look like a leaf at all now. I'm going to have to go bigger. Just keep playing until it works. That's my motto. Do you know what? It's resembling a leaf. That's the main thing. My first leaf was really good. I think I'm going to leave it at that. And my cotton's getting right near the end as well. So, scissors. So there you go. What do you think? Okay, so I am going to slow stitch that into there. And then I'll put something down this edge just to cover that from behind. That's what I've been doing, just sort of adding bits and pieces on. I started making this little journal when I was just doing some slow stitching in front of the TV. And then I saw Susan Taylor Brown making Just Because books. Now, I hadn't heard of them. I think she's like invented them. And it seemed perfect. It was just because. So I thought, right, I'm going to put some of the things I've made into this little book. And this is the sort of thing I've made. It's just scraps sewn onto another piece, and then I've slow stitched it into my book. I've put like old ruffles that I haven't used yet, scraps, odd buttons, prints, and I've just stitched them into my book. A table runner that was all stained, and I'm practicing my stitches as I put them in. I've tried to sew with the eyelash trim there. It wasn't very successful. I wouldn't recommend that one. I've just put in all sorts, and it is just because you feel like it, because you want to, and it's so much fun. Vintage doily I've put in here, and a cluster that I've made. I'd made a lot of these just sitting, watching TV, just sewing stuff together. And this is a piece that I just stamped onto some cotton. One of my, really, I love this little stamp. So I just sewed it in. So thank you to Susan. If you don't know Susan, I'll leave a link to her channel in my description box. She makes she just does, everything she does is from nature. And her little Just Because books are amazing. So if you like this sort of concept, pop over, have a look, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get inspired too. I want to get more rustic like she does. There's a little flower I made there. And this is sort of my first attempt. This one I've done all this stitching too. It's not perfect. I'm still learning, guys. I love this quote. This is a little piece from Jovi. I thought I'd put this in. And all I've done is got some wool and stitched it on around the edge, and some more little bits of scraps. I may not even have finished yet. I may add more sort of bits. I've even left a little pocket for a secret note. You know, you can always add to these. Another little, I've done a flip up. These I already made. You've seen this one. I showed this on Instagram. And it just layered up. This is a page we've just done. And there we go. So I totally love it. It is just scrumptious to hold. And I am going to be doing more of these because I'm so inspired. And I just love slow stitching. It's my new favourite thing. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it gives you a bit of inspiration. Do go check out Susan. She also has a website now, so I'll leave the link to that as well. You know, I mean, I'm all for using stuff from nature, but she takes it above and beyond. So do go over and see her if that's your thing, okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.